morning friends. Today we will see exercise 3 of chapter number 3. In first example it says let A is equal to some matrix 0 1 0 0. We have to show that AI plus BA whole power n is same as A power n into I plus n into A power n minus 1 into B into matrix capital A, where I is the identity matrix of order 2 and n is some natural number. Now to show like this equation, we use the principle of mathematical induction, that is PMI. In PMI, what will we do? First of all, we prove for n is equal to 1 the given statement is true. Then we suppose that the statement is true for n is equal to k, or p of n is true. Then we show that the statement is true for n plus 1. Then the statement is true for every n for n belongs to n. Now, how we prove it? Let us see. First of all, A is given, that is 0 1 0 0 matrix. I is a 2 cross 2 identity matrix, that is 1 0 0 1. Now, what is our statement? P of n is that we have to prove is our P of n. Now we prove for n equal to 1. Now we put n is equal to 1 in the LHS and then into RHS. Now what is LHS? It is AI plus BA for n is equal to 1. Now we put values of I and A, and then adding we get a matrix AB0A. Now in RHS, if we put n is equal to 1, then RHS is AI plus A raised to 1 minus 1 into B into A, that is AI plus BA, that is AB0A. That is the RHS and the LHS are same. That means the given statement is true for n is equal to 1, that is P of 1 is true. Now we suppose that the given statement is true for any k belongs to n, that is this statement is whole. Now we prove it for n is equal to k plus 1. Now what is LHS? LHS is AI plus BA raised to k plus 1. Now power is k plus 1. We split it into power k into 1 like this. That is AI plus BA power k into AI plus BA. Now we see that AI plus BA power k is same as A power ki plus k into A power k minus 1 into BA. We use this here. Now we multiply both these brackets, then we get this. Now from this we get this, and this is equal to RHS, that is P of k is true. This implies P of k plus 1 is also true. That means the statement P of n is holds for every n belongs to n. See guys, this is the very simple proof. We are just using principle of mathematical induction in it, which we studied in standard 11 chapter number 4. Same example number 2. If A is matrix 1 1 1 1 1 1 1 1, that is order A is a matrix of order 3 having all entries 1, then we have to prove that A power n is this matrix. How we prove it? Again we use principle of mathematical induction. Now from it, first of all we put n is equal to 1 on both the sides. Now what is P of 1? That is A is equal to, in all entries, 3 raised to 1 minus 1, 3 raised to 1 minus 1, that is all entries are 0. That is A power 1 is A, is proved. Now we suppose that it is true for n is equal to k. Now we prove it for n is equal to k plus 1. Now what is pk plus 1? It is a power k plus 1, it is a raised to k into a. Now multiplication of these two matrices is derived as a product of two matrices, that will we know. By summarizing this we get RHS, that is it is true for every n in n. Now again we use only the principle of mathematical induction. Similarly, one can prove the statement given here. A power n is matrix 1 plus 2n minus 4n n 1 minus 2n, where n is any positive integer. If a is equal to 3 minus 4, 1 minus 1. Simply one has to use a principle of mathematical induction, that will be easy for everyone. Now we move on example number 4. It says if A and B are symmetric matrices, then prove that AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrices. Now A and B are symmetric matrices, that means A is equal to A dash and B is equal to B dash. Now what is given matrix is AB minus BA. We call it matrix P, let P equal to AB minus BA. Now we have to prove that it is skew symmetric. When a matrix is skew symmetric, when A dash is equal to minus A, then the given matrix is skew symmetric. Now we use it. We find P dash. What is P dash? P dash equal to AB minus BA whole dash. It is AB dash minus BA dash, that is B dash A dash minus A dash B dash. Now we know that B dash equal to B and A dash equal to A, that is BA minus AB. Now we take common negative sign, that will be as minus of AB minus P, that is minus P. That means P dash is equal to minus P. That means matrix P is skew symmetric matrix. What is matrix P? It is AB minus BA, that is AB minus BA is a skew symmetric matrix. Now example number 5. Show that the matrix B dash AB is a symmetric or skew symmetric according to A is symmetric or skew symmetric. Now we take A is a symmetric matrix, that means A dash is equal to A. When A dash is equal to A, now we take, what we have to show? We have to show that B dash AB is a symmetric matrix, that we take X is equal to B dash AB. What will we do in the very last example? We repeat the same process. We find X dash is B dash AB whole dash. It is B dash A into B dash whole dash, that is B dash AB, which is equal to X dash. Here is some problem, some mistake. Now what is X dash? X dash is B dash AB whole dash. What is it? It is B dash whole dash A dash B dash. What is it? Now we know that when we take whole dash, the order is changed. That means here what is written, B dash A B dash whole dash is right. Why right? Because of we know that AB whole dash is B dash A dash. Clear? That means X dash is equal to X. That means X is a symmetric matrix. When A is symmetric, B dash AB is symmetric. Similarly, if we take A is skew symmetric, then X dash is equal to minus X. That means it is skew symmetric. That means the statement which will be given is holds true. Very next example, find the values of x, y, z if matrix A equal to this matrix which satisfy the equation A dash into A is equal to I. Now matrix A is given, that we find easily A dash by interchanging the rows and the column of matrix capital A. Now it is given that A dash into A is equal to I. We put the values of A dash, A and I. Now we multiply these two matrices and we get some new matrices like this. Now by subtracting or adding in these things we get the matrix this. Now when two matrices are same when the corresponding elements are same, that is 2x square is equal to 1, 6y square equal to 1, 3z square equal to 1. By solving these three equations we get x is equal to plus minus 1 by root 2, y is equal to plus minus 1 by root 6 and z is equal to 1 plus minus 1 by root 3. This is simple. Now example number 7. For what values of x we have to find value of x when here we have to given product of three matrices is equal to 0 matrix. Now first of all we product or we multiply first two matrices only. What will it? 1 into 1 1, 1 into 2 2, 1 into like this. That means 1 plus 4 plus 1 space 1 2s are 2, 2 zeros are 0, 1 zeros are 0. Now 1 zeros are 0, 2 1s are 2 and 1 2s are 2, and this matrix is as it is equal to 0 matrix. Now we get like this. Now by multiplying these two matrices we get 0 plus 4 plus 4x is 0, that is 4x is minus 4, that is as equal to minus 1. See, we are just using the product of two matrices. Now if A is equal to 3 1 minus 1 2, so that A square minus 5A plus 7I is equal to 0. We done these examples in exercise 3.3, that will one can easily find it. Now we see the next example. This example is in homework. Now what is this? Example number 9. Is it same as example number 7? This is again in homework. Now example number 10. A manufacturer produce three products X, Y and Z which he sell in two markets. Annual sales are indicated below. Market 1 and market 2 and products. That means in market 1 the product X sells 10,000 product NOS. Similarly Y and for market 2. If unit sale price of XYZ are 2.50 rupees, 1.50 rupees and 1 rupees respectively, find the total revenue in each market with the help of matrix algebra. Now, what is the matrix capital A? We find the matrix capital A from the given data and the annual sale of the products. A is equal to 10,000, 200, 18,000. 600, 20,000, 800. Now what is matrix B? Matrix B is price of X, Y and Z, that is 2 not 50, 1 not 50 and 1. Now what is total revenue is A into B. That means product of A and B. One can easily multiply these two matrices and get AB. It is 46,000 and 53,000. That means total product of market 1 is 46,000 and market 2 is 53,000 and the total selling price is 99,000. Now similarly, example 2, if the unit cost of the above three commodities are 2 rupees, 1 rupees and 50 paisa respectively, find the gross profit. Now see that we find the selling price, that is 99 rupees. Now we find the cost price. By doing similar process, we just change the second matrices as the cost price in place of selling price. That by multiplying these two matrices we get 31,000 and 36,000. That is, the costing price is 31,000 plus 36,000, that is 67,000. What is profit? Profit is selling price minus cost price. It is 99,000 minus 67,000, it is 32,000. Now we move on next example, example number 11. Find x so that x into some matrices is equal to some matrices. Now the matrix multiplied with x is of order 2 cross 3 and the matrix on right hand side is order 2 cross 3. Now if we have to got the matrix on RHS of order 2 cross 3, then in LHS also there is a matrix of 2 cross 3 order. Now here 2 cross 3 order matrix is already there. Now we know that if A is of order m cross n, B is of order n cross n, then and only then the matrix multiplication possible and the matrix AB is of order m cross n. Now similarly here 3 cross 3 matrix, 2 cross 3 matrix, that means x is of order 2 cross 2. It is clear from the definition of a product of a matrices or a multiplication of a two matrices. Now suppose x is equal to matrix A, B, C, D. Now we put in the given equation, we get this equation. Now multiplying these two matrices we get new matrices. Now comparing these two matrices we get the values of A, B and C and D, and by putting these values in matrix S we get the value of matrix X. Example number 12. If A and B are square matrices of the same order such that AB is equal to BA, then prove by induction that AB power A B raised to n is equal to B raised to n A. Further prove that AB whole power n is A raised to n B raised to n. Now we have to prove by using induction, that is PMI. We take P of n is AB raised to n equal to B raised to n A. We prove that we prove for n is equal to 1, that is P of 1. P of 1 is equal to n. That means AB is equal to BA, which is true. That means P of 1 is true. We suppose that P of k is true for any natural number k. That is AB raised to k is equal to B raised to k into A. Now we prove it for n is equal to k plus 1. That is AB raised to k plus 1. It is written as AB power k into B. We know that AB power k is B raised to k into A. This is B raised to k into AB. We know that AB equal to BA. That is given. That means B raised to k into BA. It is B raised to k plus 1. That means P of k is true. That means the given statement is true for all n belongs to n. Now we have to further show that AB power whole n is equal to A raised to n B raised to n. By doing similar method, by using PMI, one can easily show this. Now if A is equal to alpha beta gamma minus alpha in such that A square is equal to I, then which will be the correct option? Now A is given. Now we have to find a square, so that we can write a square is equal to I. Then we find a square and we take a square is equal to I, that is this matrix or this equation. From this one can easily take alpha square plus beta y is equal to 1 and gamma beta plus alpha square is equal to 1. Now from the equation we can write 1 minus alpha square minus beta y is equal to 0. It is option number C. The very next MCQ is, if a matrix is both symmetric and skew symmetric, then what happens? Now, if a matrix is symmetric, then A dash is equal to A, and if it is skew symmetric, that means A dash is equal to minus A, that is A is equal to minus A, that means 2A equal to 0 matrix, that means A is a 0 matrix. Clear? Now number 15, if A is a square matrix such that A square is equal to A, then I plus A whole cube minus 7A is equal to blank. Now A square is equal to A, that means A cube is equal to A square and A is equal to I. Now I plus A whole power 3 minus 7A, it is I cube plus A cube plus 3IA into I plus A minus 7A. This is same as I plus A square plus 3A into I plus A minus 7A. We have now opened the bracket, then we get I plus A square plus 3A plus 3A square minus 7A. By adding and subtracting we get I plus 4A square minus 4A. Now we know that A square is A, that means this is equal to I. That means option number C is correct. So this is the exercise number 3 of chapter number 3. If anyone has some doubt, then he or she can contact me. Okay, thank you very much.